pregnant, I just assumed the baby was Lucky's. Is there a chance it could be mine?
Yes.
This could change everything.
I'll tell you sooner.
Well, you're probably as surprised as I am. We used protection.
Yeah, but it was defective.
How do you know that?
Because Lulu got pregnant by Dylan, and she overheard the quartermaids discussing how ELQ manufactured a defective batch of Enduro condoms.
That's why you were here that day.
I didn't lose a necklace. I had to find out what brand you were using.
Why didn't you just tell me?
Because I didn't know if I was pregnant or not. I mean, yeah, I had been lightheaded, but I had been under a lot of stress. And even when Lulu told me about the whole Enduro thing, I still thought it was paranoid to come and check, but I did, and you had them, so I went and had a pregnancy test. And it was positive. Jason, I wanted to tell you. I was going to, but then you left. You went out of town, and by the time you got back, I just thought it was better if I waited.
Wait for what?
A paternity test. Lucky and I, we were together around the time of conception.
So, the baby could be Lucky's or mine.
But Lucky doesn't know that. I mean, he has no idea that we were together. And here he's finally gotten himself into rehab, and he's turning his life around for this baby, and I'm sorry. That's unfair.
What do you mean?
Well, I just told you might be the father of this baby, and here I'm talking about Lucky as if he's the only one who matters.
It's okay. I mean, you've had a lot of time to think about this. I'm still catching up.
Do you have any idea what you'd want? If this baby is yours?
Sam's baby died. She wanted to have another one as soon as possible. There were complications. She would have been risking her life if she got pregnant too soon. So obviously, we waited. But I knew what she wanted. And then I thought about Michael when he was a baby. You know, I didn't even consider the danger at first. Until I loved him. Until I realized that he depended on me for everything. And what kind of life was I giving him?
Are you saying that your life is just too dangerous for a child?
When Sam got shot in my arms, it scared me so bad I went against everything I believe. I mean, I tried to push her away, control her. I'm never going to do that again. I'm not going to tell someone who to live with, who to be with, how to live their life. But Sam is an adult. If she wanted to risk her life to be near me, that should be her choice. But we're talking about a baby. You know, a baby can't make choices. The parents have to choose for them, so that's what I'm thinking about right now. That's what I'm asking myself. Would I choose this life for my child? I don't know.
Michael and Morgan, they seem to be stable, happy children.
Yeah, they're great. I mean, they're great kids, you know. I work very hard to protect them, and Sonny and Carly think the risks are acceptable, but that's their right. But if I'm the father of your baby, and even if I could accept the danger, could you?
There are other ways to jeopardize a child. Lucky's addiction has turned Cameron's life upside down. Cameron has been living with my grandmother since the first week in August. I moved in mid-September. That means it's been over a month that my son has been without me. I put Lucky's needs ahead of Cameron's, and I will never do that again.
Well, if Lucky gets clean, you're not gonna have to.
If. That's a really big if, Jason. Have you seen the statistics on addiction? How many addicts relapse? It could be right away. It could take years. I'm not willing to put Cameron through that again. And you know what really hurts? Is that Lucky is willing to get clean for this baby. But what about Cameron? What about me? Are we not worth getting sober for? I'm angry. I'm bitter. And I don't want to inflict this on my children.
How can I help?
You are right now. Just by listening. Kind of like that. You don't know what to do with this whole situation because neither do I. Somebody's gonna get hurt. I just don't want it to be my kids.
I want you to listen to me. Whatever happens, if I'm the father or I'm not, you and Cameron and the baby are gonna be okay. I promise you that. I'm trying to tell you what to do. All I'm saying is that you could own a house free and clear. You could have enough money to pay someone to help you with the kids if you want to go back to work. Or you could just, stay home.
But Jason,
if you want.
If it's not your baby, then why would you pay?
Well, it could be. And you know what? I don't care what anyone else thinks about the night we spent together. You helped me when I was coming apart. And even if I'm the father or I'm not, I want to help you in return, okay? I want you to have a good life. That's the least you deserve.
What's Sam gonna think about all this?
Sam. We were actually starting to make a little progress. And she asked me just to leave her alone. I mean, you see how I get. I see her and Rick together, and I get angry, and she's going through so much with Alexis. She just said it's better if we don't try right now.
Well, she doesn't want to face you. It's because she hates herself for being with Rick.
I don't think I could go to her and just tell her there's a possibility that you're pregnant with my child, but I want to be honest.
Okay. Well, that's your call. I'm thinking maybe it'll be kinder if you don't say anything at all. Jason, why hurt her when we don't even know yet?
Hey, Elizabeth. When are you gonna know?
I can take the test next Friday, and then I'll find out a week after that.
Oh, some waiting's gonna be tough.
Yeah. Some days I can push it back my mind, and others I feel like I'm gonna come out of my skin.
I know it's impossible, but try not to worry. Didn't I tell you everything's gonna be okay?
Yeah, you did. When you said it, I actually believe it. Elizabeth.
You need to get this secret off your chest.
I already did. I went to Jason's and I told him he may be the father of my baby.
Well, it's about time.
Have Stan hack into Rick's financial records, see if he's getting any money from any offshore accounts.
With all due respect, don't you think we should be focusing our attention on Lorenzo Alcazar?
I just want to show Sonny proof that Rick and Alcazar are working together.
Yeah. Have you talked to Mr. Corinthos? How is the situation in Puerto Rico?
He's making progress.
Yeah. He'd have a lot more leverage if we get this situation with Alcazar resolved.
Sonny doesn't want a war, Bernie.
Yeah, but, you know, given Mr. Corinthos' recent illness...
Bernie, I understand when you came to work for us, things were very unstable. And I really do appreciate how you stepped in and you handled a very difficult situation. But this is Sonny's business. He makes the decisions. If you have a problem with that, now is the time to resign.
I am more than satisfied with my current employment because for one reason, I respect the people I work for.
I'm glad to hear that. I know Sonny would be sorry to lose you, and so would I.
You know, my brother, may he rest in peace, always said you were the most loyal man he'd ever met.
Rosales, his latest shipment.
You're here.
Bernie and I are in the middle of a business meeting.
I can see that. Normally, I would never interrupt, but this is a very important thing I need to discuss with Jason. Probably the most important conversation I'm ever going to have with Jason, and it needs to be alone.
Carly.
You know what? You can call Sonny and have him call me, and I can explain everything to him. I'm sure Sonny will back me 100%.
I'll finalize the figures for Rosales. Mrs. Corinthos.
Thank you.
I swear, if this has to do with Jax...
This is about you. So I hear there's a possibility you're going to be a father.